previously during the investigation.
These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
Welcome to Greenville. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
There's definitely something in this town. Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it. It's broken. I've been using that one for a long time.
Why don't you get it repaired? This TV is important to you, right?
It's got some memories attached to it, sure. I used to watch movies on this thing with your grandma all the time.
Grandma liked movies?
Of course she did. Everyone loves movies, right?
I love movies too. I've never been to a movie theater though. York!
Don't breathe. Hold your breath. They can't see you if you hold your breath. Hurry. Like this. Cover your mouth.
Yo, Jimmy. I figure I could just get the mic going for you if you're still watching.
Who are you?
Deadly Premonition's going good. I never beat this game back in the day. But I do really enjoy it, man. It's just so goofy and weird. Things are good, dude. I've been feeling kind of rough lately. But I think it's just like a lack of sleep and eating too much ramen. So I've been eating better and like trying to go to bed at a earlier hour, and it seems to be paying off.
The symbolism in my dreams continues to intensify. A forest of red trees. A carpet with red leaves. A strange doll. And twin angels. But that child is what bothers me the most. I swear I've seen him before. I just can't remember where. Well, it'll probably come back to me eventually. For now, we need coffee.
Yeah,
Let's head to the cafeteria, Zach. I hope they have some real coffee. I really need some coffee. Then we can head to the sheriff's office. There's a proper procedure for everything, right, Zach?
Sorry, you might be able to hear the dogs barking upstairs. They're playing. Yeah, it's really reminiscent of Twin Peaks, and I didn't. Yeah, ramenitis, indeed. What was I gonna say? Oh, the Ace Combat. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I have an Ace Combat game for VR. Like I bought it just for that when it was on sale, but honestly, I don't understand how to play it. I just like fly in circles, and it just like looks so weird in VR, and then I just end up crashing. I have no clue how to play this game. Yeah, dude, this is like right here is like the famous cutscene. Yep, here we go.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan. Your breakfast is ready for you.
Thank you, Mrs.
Polly Oxford. Just Polly is fine.
Well then. Thank you, Polly. I'm starving.
Is everything all right, Mr. Morgan?
Yes, it's delicious, Polly. My compliments to the chef.
I'm hoping my cooking will bring back repeat guests. Honestly, though, it's been a while since anyone has stayed here.
I couldn't help but notice. Aside from you and me, there seems to be no other guests or workers around.
What's that? The salt's in that white shaker there.
Thank you. I was wondering if there were any other guests or workers here.
Oh, no one else. My husband and I used to run this place, but he's in heaven now.
You've been working here alone since then. Must be hard by yourself.
Oh my, we're all out of pepper. I'm very sorry.
It must be difficult to run a hotel by yourself.
Well, yes, I suppose. I could just live on my pension. But I have to admit, running a hotel is kind of like a hobby of mine.
That's nice. Polly, it might help to hear you better if you could sit a little closer.
Oh my, Mr. Morgan, you're embarrassing me. So early in the day, too. I think I'm a little too old for you. And I still love my departed husband. May God rest his soul. I appreciate the invitation, but I'm fine over here.
Polly, I can hardly hear you from all the way over there.
You're exaggerating. This is fine. It won't do to be all clumped together with such a large table and cafeteria. We have to make use of all this space. Now tell me, that wound on your face, what happened?
Let's just say I had some trouble during the last case I was working on. I'm sure it'll heal. It's just a flesh wound.
Oh my, well, there's no need to be the tough guy here. I want you to be able to relax here. I've prepared a special room for you. A famous rock star once stayed in the same room, you know.
Really? I feel honored.
If you need anything at all, just let me know. I'll help you out in any way I can.
Zach, the lady is offering to help. Do you want to ask her about the town?
Say, Polly, what can you tell me about this town?
Well, let me see. You might know this already, but the town is called Greenvale. It rains here quite often, but it's a nice place, surrounded with nature. It was a big and prospering lumber town until not so long ago. We used to have a population of over 6,000 people. Less than a tenth of them left now. This hotel was built back then. We saw plenty of guests in those days.
That's why this place is so big for such a small community.
I have so many fond memories from back then. I suppose the clock on the community center is quite famous too.
The clock?
Oh yes, it's lovely. It rings in the morning and at night to let the whole town know the time. You'll hear it many times during your stay. It's a beautiful sound. And you'll love it too, I think.
I look forward to hearing it then.
Anything else you'd like to know about?
Yes, actually, Polly. Could you tell me about the shops around here?
Shops? Well, there aren't many. It is a small town, after all. You can do most of your shopping at the Milk Barn convenience store. The couple who run it are a unique pair. I'm sure you'll get to like them. The A&G Diner is a great place to eat. They might be open even if my kitchen is closed. If you want to go to a bar, there are two. The Galaxy of Terror and the Sweary 65. I don't care much for either of them. Bars are for the younger folk. We also have a gas stand, of course, the art gallery, and even a gunsmith. You should be able to find what you need.
Thank you, Polly.
Well, Mr. Morgan, I'd better start cleaning up. You just take it easy. I'll bring your coffee out in a moment.
Thank you, Polly. I have to warn you, though, I am very particular about my coffee. The very best you have, please.
I understand. I'll be right back with it.
Did you see that, Zach? Clear as a crisp spring morning. F.K. in the coffee. I knew I could count on it. Never fails.
Now then, let's get going.
Man, that's a long-ass cutscene. Yeah, this game is just so goofy, man. I can't really think of anything else like it. I can't wait until I should be able to drive his car soon. And he's talking about, like, the director's commentary on Back to the Future Part 2. Like, it's so funny, man, like the stuff he talks about. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that's Agent Cooper. Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks.
There's always trouble heading my way in this job. But I'm always up for a little excitement, too.
What? Oh.
There's no theme park in this town, though. All that good luck is just slipping away. But I think I'll have a thrilling enough time right here anyway.
Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, this game. Yeah, like it you know, it's budget. But yeah, like it does a lot of really like just interesting things.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, you can go fishing. I don't know if I ever did. I played it before, but... And it like rewards you for just looking at stuff. It'll just give you money. So it's got a lot of like clever things in it to like keep you engaged when you're just like running around. Let's get a move on. Oh, dude, and the PS3 version uses the 6-axis controls. So when I get in my car, I'll use the controller to steer. Dude, right? Yeah. No survival horror games let you fish. Yeah, dude, if you stream, I think I still have Twitch on my phone, so it should pop up.
A police car. So we have King George to thank for preparing a car for me. A pleasant surprise, eh, Zach? Let's take it for a spin. I have to tell you, Zach, this place simply amazes me. The keys were left on the front hood, and nobody stole the car. Values. This town has what the country needs. Values. Let's head over to the sheriff's department.
So you can use the 6-axis for a steering wheel control, fishing rod control, a dodge or avoid attacks, and dodge attacks. What is that even like? I should try that out. Like, what's the difference between avoid attacks and dodge attacks? Pretty sure that's the same thing. Oh, this game's so funny. Shit, we want that on. There we go. Right, hell yeah. Oops. Oh boy. How do I back up? Oh, there we go. What the hell is brake?
So, Zach, about those bonus features in DVDs nowadays.
You know, the ones from the 80s have almost no bonus material. Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual quality is pretty bad. Well, that visual quality is a good reminder of those days. So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then. Do you remember the first video deck we bought? We bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV. And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there, just trying to find a good movie to rent. There weren't that many to choose from back then. I remember renting some really bad ones after reading those back cover taglines. Hey, remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Filmed in 1978. Produced, directed, written, and edited by John DeBello. It was really awful, but for some reason I still remember it pretty well. It had so many sequels, and the original was re-released in '95. The 87-minute long theatrical release bumped up to a whopping 90 minutes. That was around the time I joined the Bureau. I never have a chance to see it.
I know, Zach. Once this case is over, we can watch it together.
I bet we can buy a copy on the internet pretty easily.
Yeah, there's a Switch, or there's a sequel for this, and I think it's only for Switch, though. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Dude, there's a crazy, like, helicopter crash in the beginning of that movie, and it wasn't supposed to happen. It was like an actual, like, accident. Yeah, it's a great movie. I was watching it, couple months ago. I didn't finish it, but I watched some of it. Oh shit! I can go fishing there. Oh my god! The steering is so bad with the 6-axis.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out?
We're supposed to go through Anna Graham's file at the sheriff's office, but if you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
Oh shit. Well, that's probably good too. That's pretty cool. Fiona Freckles. I'll pull up that scene here in a minute. I'll just play it on the stream. Nothing. It's pretty cool though. It's like be a fun little mini game to do here and there. You know, I wonder if fishing was even in the original game. Maybe it's only in director's cut. Here, let me Yeah, oh yeah. The helicopter scene. It like bounces on the ground and falls on its side. Sorry, 1 second. No, I think everyone got out fine. I think it talks about it on Wikipedia because that was like a they like rented the helicopter like for the day or something. And
Speaking of 80s movies, one jewel in the rough springs to mind. Deadly Spawn. Do you remember that one, Zach?
Back in '83, directed by Douglas McKeown. Right. It was filmed pretty cheap, but still it was pretty good. The monster design with the mouth crammed full of teeth, I loved it. So many delicious B-movie cliches. Did you know that they made a sequel? But I never got to see the sequel. The rental store didn't have it for some reason. They said the staff for the sequel was totally different from the original. Wonder how the sequel turned out. You know, the monster in that one responded to sound.
Wait, Zach. Sounds a lot like the movie Tremors.
I think that one was back in '89, directed by Ron Underwood. Now that was a great role for Kevin Bacon. Masterpiece.
Zach, that one had sequels like crazy. I remember there was a fourth one. I've only seen the first one, though.
I didn't know that about George Clooney. That's pretty funny.
Tremors. think Fred Ward was in it. You say Fred Ward, and I say Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. That one was back in '85, I think. Directed by Guy Hamilton. Guess Hamilton was aiming to start a series like 007, but it had no sequels. A real shame. Do you remember the martial arts they used in that film? Called Sinanju? The ultimate in martial arts, using no weapons at all. Remo's Master Chun ran across water, remember? And he loved soap operas. Man, that was a good character. He was played by Joel Grey, the best supporting actor in Cabaret. Of course, in Remo, he had so much makeup on you couldn't tell.
That's one fine building for such a small town. The exterior woodwork is spectacular. Don't you agree, Zach?
Pleasure to meet you, Agent Morgan. We've been expecting you. I'm Thomas McLean, the sheriff's assistant.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please just call me York. It's what everyone else calls me.
Very well then, Agent York.
I believe I owe you a thank you for retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Oh, no, just doing my job. I want to help do everything I can to help the investigation. I just can't believe Anna was murdered. She was such a bright and lovely girl.
Did you know her well?
Well, no, not really. But it's a very small town. I'm sorry. It's just that this is the first really big case I've ever seen.
I understand. Just try to relax. Can I have a look at Anna's file now?
Yes, of course. The sheriff told me to let you through to the meeting room, but I've lost the key to the cabinet where the files are. Why don't you take a look around while I go look for it?
Okay. Let me know when things are ready.
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive type, totally at odds with the monarch. Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
Hey, Jim, if you're still listening, still watching, I watched John Carpenter's The Ward the other night. I don't think I texted you that. I think I told my brother, but yeah, I hadn't seen that movie since the first time I saw it in theaters, and it was a lot better than I remembered. Yeah, that was. I don't. Trying to think if he did like anything like Masters of Horror, but I think that was before The Ward because he did like 2 episodes of that show. Yeah, I mean, The Ward was like pretty predictable, and the story was just kind of like whatever. But it was just filmed really well. You know, like John Carpenter does a good job with just like camera angles and like the camera movements and stuff, and it just had like a really good vibe to it. And it's funny, one thing I didn't remember at all is that the main character in it, it's Amber Heard, Johnny Depp's ex-wife, who may or may not have taken a dump on his bed. So like that's all I could think of, like every time she was on the screen, was her just taking a crap in Johnny Depp's bed. Yeah, I'd be really interested, you know, how you feel about it. It's definitely better than Ghosts of Mars. Oh wow, really? Do you mean Amber Heard taking a crap in Johnny Depp's bed? Cause like I mean, I know you don't watch the news, which I should probably pay less attention to it too. But yeah, like they had like this big nasty divorce, and it was like all in the papers, and you know, clips of it online, and yeah, apparently she took a dump in his bed. See if I got them all.
You found the key.
I hope so.
No. This is a sugar glider. Sorry, wrong key. The sugar glider is a small gliding possum. It has shorter hair and a longer column-like tail. You can really see its muscle definition on this image, can't you? But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now.
Zach, can you tell these things apart?
Gotcha. Yeah, and she's not bad in it, and honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a movie like with her in it. You know, until I realized just the other day that it was her.
You found the key.
I hope this is the right one.
You found a Siberian chipmunk this time, have you? Sorry, wrong key.
A Siberian chipmunk?
This species lives in northern Japan on the island of Hokkaido. They're actually quite a popular pet.
So it isn't even a squirrel.
But we're looking for a southern flying squirrel right now. You found the key.
That's the right one?
Yes, a southern flying squirrel. Thank you so much. I'll bring the files right in, so please go to the meeting room.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you.
Well, Zach, we just got here, and we've cracked a big case already.
The victim's name was Anna Graham. Age 18, she just recently graduated from high school this year. Her dream was to move out to the city and become a model. But for the time being, she was working in the A&G diner here in town. She lived with her mother, Sally. Anna's father died in an accident in a lumber mill when she was a child. Her mother is unemployed and lives on the insurance money from her husband's accident. After all, it's a small town with a low cost of living. Financially, they seem to get by fine, and they led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager doesn't want. It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
City folk, huh? No, I take that back. All of them can't be as bad as him, and some should have better manners.
Huh. This is a good biscuit. I've never tasted a biscuit this delicious.
Where in town can I get these?
Well, actually, I baked them myself.
That's amazing. What are you doing in law enforcement? I'm very particular about biscuits, I'll have you know. The balance of milk and butter you've achieved here. Oh, my.
Agent Morgan, the autopsy's ready. You are welcome to accompany me to the Greenvale General Hospital. Emily, you come too. Thomas, stay here and tidy up these files.
Yes, sir.
We're going to use the car outside. Let's get going. You might think this is just a small-town police investigation, but our inspections are thorough and solid. I'm hoping you won't slow us down.
Yeah, dude, for sure. I'm actually gonna end it too. Gonna get to bed. But yeah, I'll probably stream this tomorrow. I'm having fun with this right now, so take it easy, man. Have a good night.